what's going on. See if anyone joins. Kind of a surprise pop-up stream. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. Unmute stuff and get stuff kind of set up here. Boom. All right. Let's see. Ultimate Comics. What's going on, Noah? All right. Let's see what's going on. How's your Friday? Camera's very jiggly on the stand. Let's see. So I am doing a collection culling. So let's see what we got here. Let's see. I'm trying to bring up both screens, StreamYard and actual YouTube, because for some reason the old chat's a little bit behind on StreamYard. So what's going on, Android? What's up, Josiah? Yep, love good culling. What's a collection culling? So I have a video from a while back that's on all about like how to call a culling. It's basically reducing your collection. So reduction, yeah. So I have a load of books. I mean, you can see like I got Sonic over there, kind of see Ghost in the Shell over there, and then come on. Yeah, what's going on? Sorry, I forgot what your YouTube handle was for a second. So I got Fantastic Four and a bunch of books all facing out. And well, actually, hold on. I have my next book that I'm going to be reading instead of reading this tonight, Sonic 2, which my daughter powed through super quickly and loved. But I want to do an overview with her. So I got to read Volume 2, and then maybe I'll get Volume 3 here soon, and then do maybe like a volumes 1 through 3 overview, father-daughter overview type thing. So, but yeah, wife's gone for the next hour and a half or so. Kids are in bed, hopefully quiet. So instead of reading like I should be, I was gonna make a stack of books to sell because I need to sell. I was gonna make a sales post, but tomorrow I got to do a huge thing of editing because I'm doing I shot a music video last weekend for a local church. But so I got to edit that. I'm gonna spend like 6 hours editing that tomorrow. So I'm not gonna be able to probably keep up with the sales post. So maybe I'll make the sales post on Sunday or something. But we'll see what happens. Actually, can you see that? Oh yeah, it's sitting right there. I was like, can you see that? Yeah. So these are all the books. Let me tilt. So those are all the books right here. I think this is for sure Sell Pal. This is my extra copy of Super Spy because I got the signed copy. The signed one's over there, actually. So this is, I think, for sure Sell Pile. I replaced these 3 with that box set if you saw that video. So these will be for sure sell. And then these are all, so I'll move these over here real quick. And then these are all books that have been sitting in my closet that I need to make space for a while. So couldn't get into the, so I want to keep that one. I have Carnage and what's the other one? Carnage and King in Black. There it is. So I have those 2, but I'll keep Venom. I still got to do an overview comparing all 3. I owe that to JP. But yeah, I got to do that. So these are ones, honestly, I'd love to keep all of these ones. I want to keep most of these, if not all of them. But if they're going to go on the shelf, other stuff has to come off the shelf for now. So, crap. That's kind of the thing. It's going to be a rough night, I think. I think I'm going to be getting rid of some some books that I really like. And it's going to be kind of tough, I think. So, crap. Man, I don't even know where to start. I think I need to, one, just start pulling out the books that I have facing outward because they can't stay in. Tilt that up. Not staring at my booty. Get more shelves. Man, I wish I could get more shelves, but I mean, I have, if you want to see a little bit behind the scenes, I have a little bit of room over there in the corner and a little bit of room over there. I might be able to sneak, like, if I shove this whole thing over, I might be able to get like half of one of these in there. I don't know. So it's gonna be kind of dicey. You're getting anxious about the stack. It's steady. They're steady. I'm not too worried. Let's see. Get all these guys out of here because they need to get out. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do, y'all. There's so much. It's gonna be. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it all tonight, but I think I need to get a good start at it at least. Let's see. And I need to make like a to read pile and then like get rid of pile, so it's probably not gonna be like they're all gonna go up for sale right away. But yes. So let's get Sonic out. Put Sonic 1 over here. Put Ghost in the Shell out here. And then trying to get all the books out that are going to have to go someplace, not facing forwards. I got a few books that I'll leave right now facing, or just kind of like hanging out horizontally. But yeah, let's see. Did I pass on Savage Adventures? So I probably do have Savage Avengers coming in. Yeah, Kamar, I do have down over here actually. Speaking of, I have more down there, a few more. Avengers 1 and 2. Oh man. And then I have what do I have? Volumes 9 through 12 of Invincible down there. I'm kind of tempted to, like, I know that the deluxe hardcovers of Invincible have more in them and extra stuff, but they take up a buttload of space. So, because I have, 1 through 8 over here, and then I have 9 through 12 over down there, and I need to but yeah, so I know that like hardcover compendiums are probably gonna take up less space, but dang, I don't know. Okay, so, and what's sad is like I'm falling so far back behind on my reading too, just trying to keep up. And I'm not like, I love Omnis, but I've also just been like on a huge like oversized hardcover, smaller hardcover Image, non-DC, non-Marvel kick for the past like year. So it is really hard getting more and more Omnis and like still just reading like all the like deluxe hardcovers and library editions and things. So Kamar, you sold your Invincible hardcovers, getting the hardcover compendium. Yeah, I feel like they don't have all the extras in them, I guess, but I think they're a lot more condensed, aren't they? How many volumes are in the compendiums of the hardcovers? Is it 4? Let's see. Yeah, it's going to be hard to watch. I also really didn't want to do this. I don't want to do this. So I'm having a drink and I'm live streaming it so that I can get help. And yeah, I have Spy Superb coming too. And I have I think 6 or 7 Kickstarters out. I mean, those won't be in for, between a couple months and a year because those are, all over the place. But yeah, so I have Spy Superb coming. I got to get the mind management stuff. Oh wait, not Spy Superb. What's the new mind management one by Matt Kent? That's the one. I have the new one coming, but I don't even have the mind management hardcovers yet. I got to get those. Yep, got Sherlock Holmes. Ooh, that's what I could do. I have the slipcase coming with Sherlock Holmes and Arsène Lupin. So Arsène should go. Arsène? So we could get rid of that one. Boom. Does that have... Got the of 950 thing, so yeah, okay. So that will go. I do have a very cool announcement. I will... Don't you Maria Kondo me, William. Don't you do it. Because they all spark joy, but they also spark anxiety. Yeah, I mean, this book is so gorgeous, but I have the Arsène Lupin and Sherlock Holmes box set from Magnetic Press coming. This is a prose book, too, which is kind of cool. Yeah. I do have a really cool announcement I'll tease that has something to do with Magnetic Press. But I won't officially say anything right now. So, but pretty exciting, pretty cool. So, oh man, let's see. What am I never gonna read? I mean, okay, so here's the sell stack. Here's the, I'd like to fit on the shelves, but I also want to keep everything on the shelves here. So, what have I read that I'm never gonna read again, I think. Yeah, one down, lots to go. And it was like a super thin book. Wait, dang it. But I have this whole stack here. For those that just came in, the stack right here is all the Go stack. So, turn that up. Close this guy. So, another thing is I can always get the books down the, I can always go by if it's going to get reprinted or still in or if it's still in print, are pretty easy to find, that kind of a thing. So I could always ditch that stuff and come back to it. For instance, what I'm thinking is that comes to mind. Where is it? Did I take it out already? Oh, I think I already sold Immortal Iron Fist. Dang it! That was going to be an easy win, but I already sold Immortal Iron Fist. So, okay. I think some Spider-Man's going. I think we're going to be getting rid of some Spider-Man because to make room for other Spider-Man. I don't know where it is. Where's other Spider-Man? Oh, where are you? Oh, he's way down here. The Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 2. So then that can go next to Spider-Man Volume 1. Maybe All New Wolverine could probably go. I like it, but probably not going to be on the reading list for a very long time. So let's see. Getting sponsored by Magnetic Press. I'll leave it at that. Big Mitch. Man Cave Theater. Let's see. Like you go down the row and see what you won't reread. Yeah, exactly. Realistically, there isn't many. So there isn't there so many books. Realistically, isn't there so many books you read that you most likely will? Yeah. So rereading books is probably never like when you have such a backlog. Like, how do you even have time to reread stuff? I mean, I do occasionally, but it's also trying to find that balance of like it was special to me, meaningful. I want other people to read it because I do loan out my books to friends and family, bring them on like family trips because my family's pretty big, and my nieces or my nephew, my brothers sometimes will read. So yeah, you just go down the road. That's a good idea. Just go down the row and just what am I not going to reread and ditch it. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Man Cave. I do occasional overviews for OPD, which actually, it's upstairs. I got to do a little more recording tonight on probably after this of Lone Wolf and Cub Gallery Edition, which it's not a new book, but gonna do an overview of that. I've already shot the intro, outro of it, and shot all the B-roll, and now I just got to shoot the voiceover for talking about it in the middle when I do the B-roll, and then edit it together. So, yeah, so that'll be up on OPB probably next week, and then there's going to be a few more too. Oh man, yeah, Essex County slipcase like that. Like, I don't know when I'm going to be able to read Essex County slipcase again, but one that was given to me by an Omni buddy a long time ago. Which was super cool. So I'm not gonna give that or sell that. And it's one of my favorite books, anyways. So it's like even if I'm not gonna reread it for years and years, it's staying in the collection just because it's meaningful. Kind of like Magnola's Hellboy Library editions were a gift, which I don't know who they're from, but they hooked me up with them a long time ago. Yeah, I know you're joking. I know you're joking. Brave man, why not true? It's especially books they're like everything gets reprinted now, like nearly everything. And I'd rather my books get read and get a little bit beat up, but get even more joy out of them than to just like hoard them and not let people touch them. Like my daughter reading Sonic yesterday. I was like, be careful with the pages. But it came back and like some pages have fingerprints and some pages are a little bit bent here and there. But you know what? It's like she loved it and has so much fun. And she reads my Chibi Usagi trade paperback all the time. And I'm like, I should probably just get her own so she can just trash it. And I could just give her this one and then go buy like a signed one from Stan's store or something like that. Let's see. Rank them if you had a fire. What are you grabbing first? I'm grabbing probably Essex County. And then I'm grabbing Usagi Yojimbo's. And then probably Rachel Rising Black Edition up there. So those are, yeah, those are probably where things are going, where I'm going to first. Maybe I should just put all three together and just have like a emergency go bag or something like that, like a doomsday prepper. Doom Blade of Immortal. Yeah, I read the first couple. They're cool. They're good. I only have 4 in. I've thought about like if I decide to go back to it. So if I go back to it, it's not hard to get them all again. And Dark Horse seems to be keeping those deluxe hardcovers in print, and people keep selling them off in big lots anyway, so they're not super hard to get. So I'm thinking I might get rid of Blade of the Immortal. So those 4, and then maybe Battle Angel Alita, which I really liked that series, but probably not going to reread it. And Like the box set's cool and all that, but it's not totally necessary. Yeah. So, oh, you didn't like it after the first 3 volumes. Yeah, so maybe it might dip off a little bit. I've even thought about selling off Berserk. Maybe I think I'm on book 4 or 5. So I'm not super far into it. I like it. It's crazy, but I might try and get through like the first 6 and then sell off volumes 1 through 6 and then finish off what I have. And if I still like it, get the rest and then sell off, like 7 through 13 or whatever. So just kind of keep half and half. Yeah, man, Dark Horse is so weird with their reprints. Like, I love Dark Horse stuff, but man, sometimes they reprint the crap out of stuff and keep it in print. And then other times, like BPRD and books like that, they do the one hardcover printing and that is it. And they seem to be very, very for sure. Every time I've seen people ask, I was like, nope, we're not reprinting these ever. Like, get them while they're hot and then they're gone. But then they do, I don't know, like Hellboy library editions, and those seem to be evergreen. So it's weird that some Hellboy and BPRD are like different. But yeah, I don't know about the reprints for Harrow County. Hopefully they do. I mean, I'd like to pick them up at some point. I missed the boat on it, and I love Lemire, so trying to catch up on that stuff with Lemire kind of sucks because it is now it's like super out of print. So Gabriel, first time catching you, autistic young adult, huge comic fan. Also have wood engraving business. Ooh, wood engraving business. That's awesome. I love working, doing woodworking, like working on a lathe. I mean, my wife makes me do a lot of house projects, and I'm constantly having to cut crap up, and yeah. So love woodworking. So that's super cool. Drop your link in the chat if you got a business or something like that, Gabriel. I'd love to check it out, see what it is, or if you're in the Facebook group or something, hit me up with a PM or whatever. Love to check it out. Let's see. Probably say to sell Claremont X-Men Omnibus. Omar will do his best to keep it. No joke. I think it's just one X-Men book, and that is Uncanny X-Force. So it's kind of X-Men. So kind of X-Men, but that is the very first comic that I read when I got into comics. So I had like some Spider-Man comics, Trial of Peter Parker. Those I had issues 1, 3, and 4. I think it was growing up. I never found. I think it was issue 2. I never had. So those were like my only comics. And then I checked out from the library a trade paperback of RoboCop, which now I really want to go back and reread. But my mom, who's pretty conservative at that time, found it and like lost her mind that the library would check that out to like a 8 or 9 year old kid, which it was a little rough for that young of a kid. So that was my other experience with comics. And then my brother's couple friends and I did a podcast years and years ago called The Weekly Blend, where we reviewed movies, TV shows, and video games. And then we met a dude at now my local comic shop, Sam, and he got us, we became pretty good friends, and he started coming onto the show, and he's like, you guys got to read comics. And he worked at the comic shop, so he started loaning us out comics, and the comic shop sponsored our podcast. And so we started reading comics out of there, and the first comics that he gave me was Uncanny X-Force trade paperbacks. So I read through that whole series, and that's what hooked me into comics, for sure. So then I started reading single issues for 5-6 years, something like that. And my buddy who's on the podcast was like, dude, I found this group on Facebook, and there's this guy, I know you love TMNT, and you've been reading Secret History of the Foot Clan in single issues and loved that series, because we started a little comic podcast on the side, and he's like, so that was my very first hardcover collected edition, was Secret History of the Foot Clan work print edition, and then I got hooked into the group, and then I bought Miller's Daredevil Volume 1, and then I bought all 5 Captain America omnibus when they're out of print, like $400. That was my second omnibus purchase, third purchase in that group. And then bought Frank Miller's compendium for Daredevil. And yeah, so then, but Uncanny X-Force, I was like, I gotta get Uncanny X-Force. It's got an omnibus. And then I realized it was completely out of print. So then they reprinted it years later. And oh, cool. Join the Facebook group. Awesome. I'll let you in after this. And then, well, hold on. You're requested to join. Hold on. We're going to go get Gabriel into the Facebook group real quick. What the? Hulu started playing. All right, Gabriel, you are in. Boom. And Kamar, you are wondering what that TMNT book is? So it's turning into less of a Culling collection and more of a Q&A. Kamar, this is... it's actually Under Death or Glory, which I have not read yet. It's right there. Maybe I should read that after Volume 2 of Sonic. So this is TMNT Comicfolio. So this is Ninja Turtles number 21. So it like shows through. Pretty cool little comic folio. And my brother-in-law got it for me for Christmas years ago. And it's got like a whole bunch of like prints and things in it and cool stuff. But it's a pretty cool little collection. I think it's pretty awesome. I don't know if this is in print anymore. I got it years and years ago off of IDW Limited. Can't imagine it's very expensive, and if it's not available there. But yeah, so Uncanny X-Force came back in print, grabbed that. So that's never going out of the collection. So don't worry. Yeah. All right. Oh, I remember Joss Omnidog sharing woodworking on screen on one of his live streams at one point. Was that you, Gabriel? If that was you, I remember that. That was awesome. Those were awesome. Let's see. Just finished packing up my collection. Oh, no. Yeah. Oof. No, thank you. I do not want to have to pack a collection for a move. It was a huge pain when I did the library build and stored it up. And I mean, I filled like 2/3 of it, maybe. It wasn't fully full. What's happening, Evergreen? Just trying to, okay, so we got more people in here. So here is, I got to get all these books onto those shelves, which means stuff has to come off the shelves, because part of the deal is when I got these shelves in this library is with my wife is they're not supposed to bleed out of here. When they do, they come off the shelf, they go up into my closet, which if you watched my library tour, you saw how crazy my closet was. So stuff that's new, that it can come in and kind of shift through there. It's kind of the train station of my books. So new stuff can come in there. It's not going right on the shelf, and stuff coming off the shelf when it's going to get sold can go in there. Yeah, but so now I just my wife's gone for a couple hours. My kids are up in bed. So now it's trying to figure it out. So this whole stack here is going. And then this stuff I need to figure out how to get onto the shelves, which means a lot's got to come off. And I doubt I'm going to finish it tonight. Lots of this is probably going to go upstairs again. But I need to make a good faith effort right now. I did not get. Ooh, what are we drinking? Moscow Mule. So fresh and nice. I love them. Bitter root. I really want to get bitter root, but I'm trying to. So many. Yeah. Let's see. Create another library. I do have a little bit of a library in my closet. I mean, with that 3x3 cube shelf in there. Just stack it around her as she sleeps and record it. I mean, I would need to record it so she could. I'd have when she murders me, then we have evidence. Yeah. Happy wife, happy life, and I agreed to it, so I need to stick to it. And I'm pretty, blessed to have this whole shelf that she agreed to, and that she's good with. She just wants it to continue to be clean and not falling out and spilling out everywhere. So, Super Spy. So, yeah. So if you notice, I have Super Spy here and Super Spy here. This is my signed and sketched edition. I loved this edition so much that I bought the very last copy that Matt Kent did on his my camera's getting all funky, that he did on his website. So now I'm going to sell off the second copy because I don't need two. So yeah, it's a great cocktail. I love Moscow Mules. So got to read Royal City. Yeah, I'm about a third of the way through. Yeah, Super Spy was super good. Like, it was awesome. I loved Super Spy. Very surprising. Does my wife read comics? Nope. She's never read a comic in her life. Unless it was like over my shoulder and she's like, that's weird. But she loves reading. She reads a huge amount of like just actual like novels. So I don't read real books because I read books with pictures. So, but she's happy I'm reading because I did not read anything until after college. Like, I read textbooks in college and all that, but I would not read anything in college. Outside of that, and even in high school, middle school, I never, ever read. Hated reading, actively hated it, disdained it, which is probably why I went into filmmaking, because I liked watching movies more than I liked, I love stories, but I hated reading. So, video games, I have a PS5. I used to, before I started this channel, I used to play like Destiny, Rocket League. I got huge into Rocket League on PS4. When PS5 came out, I got it because I was playing a ton, and then it was like right at the time I stopped playing. I should have probably just sold it when I got it because it was worth so much, and now people are able to get more or get them so they're not worth as much. But I do game, I love Battlefield games. Rocket League I still love. I really kind of want to get back into Destiny. I probably put 3,000 hours into Rocket League, probably put 2,500, close to that, into Destiny 1. Like, I played those a lot. Played Battlefield 3 a ton. What else did we play? What else did I play a lot of? I didn't play a lot of single player games. I'm all about talking with people and chatting. So, yeah. Never really played GTA, anything like that. Gabriel, you have a Usagi book coming. Excited to check it out. Has never read the character. What Usagi book is it? The Fantagraphics box set? That's where you want to start for sure. I mean, I read volume 1 of Dark Horse Saga. That was my first gateway into Usagi. I was like, okay, I need to go back, and I went back, read Fantagraphics, which was cool because you can start at Dark Horse volume 1, but they do a very they do a pretty good job getting you going, but they do reference a lot here and there. So yeah, Rocket League, like, it's such a simple game, but it's so you can like actively practice and get better, and so it's very addicting. And I mean, I got really into for years into the trading scene. My car still is probably worth like $500. Like I had like the high end. And like I was so into the trading scene while I still am one of the Facebook admins of the largest Facebook trading group for Rocket League. Rocket League Trading is the name of the group. So if you're into trading on there, jump into there. It's kind of dying now that which company took it over. I forgot what company. Anyways, but yeah, they got bought out, and now it's just all become this microtransaction BS. Anyways, you got Usagi Saga from Dark Horse. Yep, that's a good place to start. I'd say, if you like that, get the Fantagraphics box set, then jump back. Mortal Kombat, Batman Arkham, those were great games. Arkham was a great game. One of the few that I actually played a ton of as a single player. Injustice, I played some, not a ton. I need to actually play it. I'll probably end up having to play it like once I actually read the Omnis. Okay. Speaking of, we need to focus. All right. What am I getting rid of? I don't know. I feel like, what am I never going to read again? Even if I really like them, what am I never going to read again? Just looking at let's see. I could probably get rid of Plot Holes. I really enjoyed that. It's a great book, but if I'm being honest, I don't have time to reread it. And I won't reread it. It was a fun book, but don't need it. We'll keep The Wake. It's small. Loved it. Loved Punk Rock Jesus. Curse Words. I think this can go. I really enjoyed this, but not going to reread it. Boom. Making decisions. Let's see. I think this is going to have to go. I enjoyed it. Die. Probably not going to reread that either. The stack's getting big. Let's see. I really want to read Lady Machenica, but I don't know that I'm going to ever get to it. Maybe I should just make two piles, the read and sell, and then just sell and get rid of it right away. I'm going to do that. Read and sell, and then that'll at least make it easier to get going. So, what's up, Jonas? The way you just took Die out. That's an awesome book. I just did an overview of Die. I loved it. It was a good book. I was just kind of coming to that point of will I read it again? Nope, I won't. It was a great book. Also, I don't know that it's going to be really hard to find. Yeah, I'll probably eat those words later, but okay, so we'll get those down here. I'll put them over here so I can show them off in a little bit. We can get the stacks going over here. Boom. That going. Oh, put Ninja Turtles back. Let's see. What's up in here? Oh, Fear Not. Death and Glory. Batgirl. Okay. Let's put those over there. So I think I'll start a pile of. Never read that Spider-Man Omni. David and Todd, I don't know how to spell it. Yeah. I haven't read it. I got it somehow, I think, through JP at some point over at OPB, but yeah. So, okay, we'll put this over here too. Move these books over on the rolling cart. Bam. Okay. Well, that's fair amount ready. So we have that pile of books to sell. Oop, laptop's in the way. Those aren't going. Invincible's staying. I just have them out over there for now. They're out of print. At least you can get good money. Yeah, that's the other thing is like if they are out of print, maybe I can get good money and invest it back into some other books. We'll see what happens. Yeah, that Lone Wolf and Cub book, I left it upstairs, but I actually got to record a overview of that tonight. I did the intro, outro, got all the B-roll shots of it, and I got to do a little voiceover where I talk about it. But, I mean, it's not a ton to talk about either, so it's probably going to be a pretty short overview, technically. Let's see. I think I'm going to get rid of Decorum. I enjoyed it. I mean, Huddleston's art is friggin' amazing. But I don't think I'm ever going to go back and reread it. It was good. It was a good book. I enjoyed it. I mean, look at that art. That art's friggin' amazing. But I think I'm going to put it in the... yeah, I already read it, so that can just go. We're making headway, y'all. We're making headway. Woo! Looking forward to it. I want to pick up. Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, Lone Wolf. I freaking want Dark Horse to, like, they do these great Berserk books. They do amazing, like, Blade of Immortal, Berserk, Hellsing. Like, they're all gorgeous. Freaking do Lone Wolf and Cub. Come on. Yeah, so I haven't gotten through Gauntlet, War, and Crusade yet. I've read all of Annihilation, Conquest, and the Three Dwarf Kings trilogy. Half of Thor by Simonson, most of Jason Aaron's Thor Volume 1. Loved all those. Those are ones I don't want to get rid of. But I just need to get through the kind of old school Infinity Gauntlet, the kind of the original OG cosmic stuff, and then I think it's all gonna go. Yeah. All I have is the Lone Wolf and Cub Gallery Edition, which I mean I'll probably get rid of after my overview because I just don't have the space for it. Artist editions, I have the Grass Cutter Artist Edition of Usagi and a work print edition of Secret History of the Foot Clan. I think those are the only two gallery artist editions. I tend to stray away from them because they're so huge and there's no place to put them. Did Decorum even finish? Kind of open? Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Hickman went back and did another Decorum book. But I'll probably just go on Wikipedia and read a quick overview of it again. Or I got that book I shot an overview of months and months ago. I did all the B-roll, the intro and outro. I just have to record the voiceover. I should do that too. Just get it done. After, you know that like when you get those mental blocks where you just like you forget to do something and then it's like been so long. I have some Rose City Comic Con recap video and a couple interviews from that too that I haven't done. Man, it's stacking up. What about the criminal hardcovers? Personally, yeah, I know that's the other thing. Like, should I dump the like all of these Bad Weekend heroes have always been junkies, pulp, and all the like Reckless books? Should I dump those because there's gonna be 6 of them, and just like pray for the Omni or something like that? Yeah. So those are, I'm kind of going back and forth on that. Monsters by BWS, Barry Windsor. It's a great book. You'll hear me say this about a lot of books because I'm very ADHD. That's true. I am ADHD. Like take the meds and everything for it. But I'm reading like I've started and stopped midway through like probably over 20 books right now. And I remember most of them. I remember most everything about them. But like monsters, I had to stop because it was just eating me. It's just like how hard. Yeah, heavy in words and dialogue. But I mean, just the content is just rough. Yeah, and I have a giveaway. I've been behind on that. I have the stack of books upstairs for the giveaway. I need someone was gonna ask me about that tonight. I need to do a live stream giveaway of that too. Or just shoot a quick video and do a live and do a video for the giveaway. So that will be coming up this week, I think. So yeah, that's what's going on with that. Sorry about that, you guys. Yeah. I have not forgotten about it. I can't. The books are sitting right on my desk upstairs. I cannot forget about them. My wife won't let me either. She's like, "When are these leaving? They're going. I need to do it." So it's just been a crazy. I work with the in a lot of policy stuff in our capital in Washington, and so it gets really busy because we're during the legislative session right now. And that goes till mid-April, I think. Yeah, mid-April. And it's just been nuts. So we're doing all these other initiatives at work, and it's just been nuts. So I come home and like, I can kind of get an overview out. I don't know that I can get the other stuff out. But yeah, it's giveaways coming. Monsters is a man. Yeah, I mean, it's so good. Monsters is such a good book. I need to just finish it, be done, and out with it. Okay, so let's see. I think I'm gonna pull Blade of the Immortal off the shelf, you guys. I think I'm gonna do it. It's going. They're going. Doing 1 and 2, 3 and 4, boom. A lot of these I'll probably open and do photo bait for my channel, like on Instagram, and then I'll sell them. So most of my books are unsealed, even if I've read them or not, because when I check, I like to check them, and 2, I like to do photo bait for them. So there's that. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see. The other ones I'm wondering about is Lock and Key. I started reading Lock and Key. I'm about halfway through it, and I don't know that maybe I'm not even halfway through. I'm like a third of the way through it. Yeah, I'm a third of the way through it. And it's just not even hooking me. Like, it's interesting. It's a cool concept. I just don't know if I really want to commit to getting through that entire compendium and doing the Golden Age book. Like, it's good. I'm not super into the art. The art's okay for me. It's not really like, I mean, it's well done and interesting in how everything's like, you know, the head's open and all that kind of stuff. It's crazy. But it's not really my cup of tea with art. I know a lot of people love it, and that's great, but it's not super my style that I love. So I might, I don't know that I can pull the trigger on that one yet. But let's see. What's happening? Doing a purge? Yeah, so I got been a little bit. So I have all these books that I need to get onto my shelves, and I've put all those books down there for going. Invincible's back there; they're not going, but maybe they will. Maybe I'll go to the compendiums depending on how big. You really think I should stick with it, with Lock and Key? Tall Tom Taylor. What do you mean? What am I talking about? I need to get rid of books because I need to get all these books up onto the shelves, and there's not enough space, so some books have to go. So I'm trying to figure out what to go, what's going to go, and what's yeah. That's the thing is like if you don't like it after a third of the way through, like, or if you're not really feeling it, like maybe it's not. I mean, that's the thing is like sometimes books just aren't like doing it for some people. I did not like East of West, which I know that is like some people's absolute favorite book of all time. The art is incredible. I friggin' love that art. But the story, I was like, it's so slow, and I didn't find it interesting. I just found it needlessly convoluted or needlessly mysterious for some reason. Yeah. So I don't know. The art, I was in Lock and Key. So I mean, the art is like I know it's good. It's just not something I like. It's not something I really. It's not the style that I really appreciate. I know it's objectively good, and I know a lot of people love it, and that's why. I was talking with some friends online the other day. I think it was yesterday. Like, you should do a rating system. I was like, no, I will not. I will not do a rating system. I hope I never break that rule, but I will not do a rating system because what one person loves, someone like tons of people love East of West. I don't like the book. And it's like, it's not fair to say, yep, that book sucked when like it's all opinion anyways. I mean, like sometimes like people break traditional story structure and it works, sometimes it doesn't. So I mean, you could say like, this book sucked because it broke traditional storytelling structure, but like some people might love that. Like Memento by Nolan, the movie broke all kinds of tradition in how you tell a story, but it worked and it was crazy good. So it's like, I don't like to throw my opinion out as like, hey, this was a 4 out of 5 or a 3 out of 5 or 7 out of 10 or something. I just don't want to be negative, and I don't think my opinion is the end all be all. So when I do my overviews, I try and be like, here's the art. I liked it. And so I usually only do overviews of books I actually enjoyed. So sometimes I'll read a book and I just won't do an overview of it because I don't want to talk about something negatively. And I don't want to be like, hey, Hickman, why'd your book suck? It's like, well, to me, I didn't like it, but other people love it. So it's why waste time talking about things you don't like when there's so many other books. And if you want to find an overview of a book or something like that, you can find someone. There's tons of YouTubers like us out there. We're a dime a dozen. Pre-order Batman TMNT Omni once again for like, I know, dude, that book is just, it needs to happen. Oh man, yeah, Hickman. I mean, some of those guys are like, it is absolute genius what they do, and then sometimes you're like, am I missing something? Did I miss the boat? And I mean, sometimes those guys are just like, it's like a Morrison. I mean, Hickman too. Like they're so out there, they're so like on a different level. Sometimes that level is a strange world, and you're like, are you living in your own world? Or sometimes it's a, holy crap, I am not even close to understanding that because that is so next level or something. I'm not on that. But yeah, Kirkman, hit or miss. Yeah, like Kirkman, reading The Walking Dead, I freaking loved The Walking Dead up until about got into like 75 area. And I'm like, okay, like, is anything going to change? What's going to, I call it torture porn because it's just like one horrible thing after another. It's like, is there anything good or redeeming in this? And after issue 100, I won't say what happens because I mean it's a big thing. But at issue 100, I was like, I'm done. I'm out. And so I have not read a single Walking Dead thing again. I watched like season 1 and 2, I think, and it was good. But again, it was more of like you're just watching these people being just tortured, and I'd rather watch a comedy, if I'm being honest. Like it's even like I've been loving Last of Us. It's been great. I just finished I think I'm mid episode 4 right now, so I'm behind, but um, been loving it. But man, it's hard watching these people go through just like hell. I was like, man, I just want to watch people have fun and enjoy life, and yeah. So, but yeah, like I've been loving Invincible so far. So that's where we got off on Kirkman. Um, but yeah, like Kirkman's hit or miss. Like he'll be going so strong, and then all of a sudden, like I don't know if it's just me, like, or if it's he takes a left turn out of, like, and I wasn't expecting it or something. But it's yeah. So still on episode 2, Jerry. Yeah, it's good. It's it's super tense in that like anytime like I know the main 2 characters, like okay, they're gonna survive for a while. I'm not worried about them. But anytime they introduce another character and you start to like them, you're like, don't do this to me. Do not do this to me. You're gonna make me like them, and then you're gonna make them die horribly, which is why I stopped watching The Walking Dead and reading The Walking Dead. Like you're making me like people just to torture me and torture them on the pages or on the screen. Essex County. I need to. Is that out tonight? Is Essex County out tonight? What am I doing? Live streaming, guys. We should shut off and go watch that. What the crap? Don't shut off. Stay here. We went from 14 people to 13. Someone listen to me. I'm still here. Anyways, yeah, Essex County got a show. So very excited about that. I didn't realize I don't watch trailers because I think it's too spoilery. So I oftentimes miss the boat on what's actually out and when it comes out. I had no clue Quantumania was coming out when it did. I thought we still had like 6 months until Quantumania was coming out. And all of a sudden, a couple of the OPB YouTube guys in the chat were like, "Yeah, we're going to see. We bought our tickets for Quantumania tonight." I'm like, "It's out? Oh crap!" So I totally missed the boat on release dates now. Not watching trailers because I hate spoilers. So sometimes that happens. Yeah. Just done with Invincibles. Absolutely brilliant. Fun, light, serious, funny, tragic. Invincible is absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I want to. So I read Invincible 1 through 3, and I think when the next season of Invincible comes out, I don't think it's canceled. But when the next season goes to come out, I'll read the next 3 books so that I can, and then watch the show and just kind of do it all together. Thanks for sticking around, Don. That you would value this chit chat more than watching Essex County, because I would not blame you. I would not blame anyone for ditching this for Essex County. So here we can get a little Essex County while you wait for Essex County. Oh my gosh, y'all! So the hardcover of this book is expensive and hard to find. I mean, the slipcase like this one, the 1 in 500, is like $400, and the regular hardcover is like 100 to 100. Is about $100, which I think is totally worth it if you don't have it. But just get the trade paperback. It's like the same size, so you're not missing out on like oversized art or anything like that. But if you like it, then just get the hardcover. And then if you really like it, you can get the 1 in 500. If you really, really like it, you could go for the 1 in 50, which has like little sketch hockey cards inside of it. And those things are like $700. Ugh. All right. we're making headway. We are making headway. I think my wife will be pleased. And I am happy that it's kind of a relief, actually, y'all. It's kind of a relief when this when this with this happening. The Culling, yeah, comic book. I was thinking about doing another video, but why do another video? This'll like I did a whole video on culling a collection of my tips and tips on doing that. But why do another video on it when I could just do a live stream, chill? Everyone can keep me company and accountable and give me tips. Like someone said, Blade of the Immortal. So I was like, no, that's a good idea. I should cut those. So, anyways, I do need to refresh my cocktail. It is getting low. Moscow mules are so light and tasty, and Costco sells 12 packs of ginger beer, and you buy a bunch of limes, a 12 pack of ginger beer, and then you just put a little splash of vodka on the bottom, and you're good. Not a fan of black and white. Yeah, Jason, when I first started, well, so I read Uncanny X-Force, that was my first entry, and then I started reading digitally and with single issues, and I read The Walking Dead digitally, and I was like, oh, I'm not into black and white, not digging it. And then I will give it that Kirkman and The Walking Dead got me over my fear of black and white comics, and now I friggin' love black and white. Essex County's black and white, which I actually forgot it was black and white, because I don't even think about that really anymore. Usagi Yojimbo's black and white. A bunch of the manga, like Berserk, is black and white. Is Blade of the Immortal, is that black and white? It is, yeah. Blade of the Immortal's black and white. A lot of manga is black and white. But Usagi's black and white. Akira, yeah. A lot of my favorites actually have been black and white. And I don't think black and white is like my go-to. Sin City, yeah, Sin City. Monsters, yeah. 4 a.m. Oh, geez. It's 8:50 p.m. here in the west coast of the U.S. So, wow. 4 a.m. Geez, Jason. Where are you? Yikes. Oh, wait. It's not 4 a.m. where you are. And, yeah, where Kamar is. Yeah. All right. Have a good night, Kamar. Get some rest. Yeah, it's super late where you are. Kamar's always hitting me up. I wake up with like 4 messages from him. And then I message him in the morning, and it's like his evening. So Sin City, yeah, give it a try. Favorite black and white comic. I mean, if you've watched this channel for any amount of time, it's going to be Usagi Yojimbo. I mean, my favorite books of all time: Usagi, Rachel Rising, Essex County. Yeah, I think those 3 are consistently, like when I think of my favorite books, those 3, and they're all black and white, which is weird. Really weird. Queen and Country, I really want to read that one, especially by Rucka. Rucka's got a new book. Oh, it's upstairs. He's got The Forged, which is my first single issue I bought. I went to my LCS because Eric Trotman, his wife, well, and him, but his wife owns and runs Gabby's Olympic Cards and Comics. That's the one I did the documentary on. But he is a writer and kind of digital artist. And so he did a lot of like the backups and layouts and things like that for Lazarus. And he's really good friends with Greg Rucka. And so him and Rucka and Mike Henderson, Henderson, are doing The Forge. So they did a signing on Wednesday. So I went to that, picked up a copy of Forged. All 3 of them signed it. And then I had Rucka sign it got put in the stack, but he signed my Gotham Central Omnibus and Lazarus Volume 1. So now I have those signed by a Rucka, which was awesome. Very exciting. Okay, there we go. Thanks, Mish. Thanks for everyone. Your input. Yeah. What's up, Sheriff Fooden? Sheriff Sharfudden. Sharfudden. Sorry, I'm terrible with names. But what's going on? What new Rockabye? Yeah. So I have not bought a single issue, not one single issue, well, ongoing. I've bought in like variants and things like that over the years, and you occasionally see me unbox those or something like that. So I bought in some of those, but I have not bought a single issue comic ongoing or plan to do ongoing in years. But this is one I'm breaking for that because it's like it's my LCS owner and like I want to support them, and so I'll be hopefully hooking up. I'm really gonna try and do like some interviews with them, see if we can get some footage with them. We'll see what happens, but yeah. So that one I'm jumping on. Stumbled on the live show 2 p.m. here in Australia. Nice, welcome. Oh, it's only 2 p.m. there, so it's only in the afternoon. Nice. All right, almost midnight here in West Virginia. Oh yeah, you're East Coast. Yep. Pick Essex County. It's so good. So it's such a like slice of life. It's like 3 different stories that kind of blend together. It's such a good, like, just interesting. It's Lemire doing his like at his best doing slice of life. It's Essex County, Underwater Welder, and Maze Book are like these great picture moments of life. Like Essex County has like kind of like young, middle-aged, elderly kind of like steps of life with different people and kind of how they're all together, and their lives kind of commingle here and there in Essex County. And then Underwater Welder hits me hard because I read it first when I had just become a dad for the first time, and that is about a guy who is an underwater welder becoming a dad, and so that hit pretty hard, and such a good story. And then Maze Book, which just came out a little while ago, I have an overview of that one. That one is about a dad who loses his daughter. So that, I have 3 daughters, so that hits hard. That one hit hard. TMNT Mirage, yeah, that freaking A. Yeah, that's black and white too. Yeah, see, I don't even like, my brain just doesn't even necessarily pick up that stuff's in black and white anymore versus it's drawn in color or anything like that anymore. Yeah, I mean, Lemire is just so good with interesting storytelling. Those 3 books, Sentient was really good. Trillium was good. I had my whole kind of Roughneck was interesting. Primordial. Some people hated Primordial. Some people loved it. I really enjoyed it. Frog Catchers was a fun little one. I still got to read Mr. Nobody and Berserk. So those 2 are still waiting on. Roughneck was pretty good. Sweet Tooth is awesome. So, Well City, I gotta finish. I don't know why I never finished. I got distracted again. That's my. Oh, Gideon Falls, so good. I am saving volume 2 of Gideon Falls. I have it. It's like snuck in back there, way back over there, behind the edge of the door. I'm saving volume 2 for Spooktober, because I want to do a Spooktober event. So I'll have like, or is it Philadelphia's in here somewhere? It's in the stack over here. Oh, there it is, way down there. Do Philadelphia and do maybe some Hellboy BPRD stuff, and got the Gideon Falls 2, Bone Orchard, which is also Lemire, so it'll be a little bit of a Lemire-thon. But yeah, so I'll do a couple of those for Spooktober. Valiant work is good. Yeah, Valiant. I want to read it so badly, but that's a huge world, and oh man, it's crazy. Oh, Descender. Oh man, so good. Descender. How did I miss Descender? Probably because it's way over there, and I was looking up there. So Descender and Ascender are just freaking amazing. Dustin Nguyen is one of my absolute favorite artists. So like one of my favorite storytellers and one of my favorite artists together on such a good book. And I love a solid, like deep sci-fi. I love sci-fi. So yeah. Bone, black and white. That's how you, yeah. So I have full color compendium, which I'm a quarter of the way through. Really digging it. Love it. Gotta finish it. Jeez. Ugh, so many books, like so many books to read, so little time. Batman Black and White, yeah. Primordial keeps going in and out of my cart. 6 issues feels kind of, yeah, it's a short read. It's super short, but it's cheap though. I love the art. I mean, it's Andrea Sorrentino. It's them teaming up again. That art is just so good. I mean, also look at that art. So, I mean, if you love really deep sci-fi with, if you've watched Space Odyssey 2001 and kind of a, I wouldn't say Planet of the Apes. What did I equate it to in the video? I did an overview of it. I think I did an overview of it. Did I? I thought maybe I didn't. But kind of like Space Odyssey 2001 meets Planet of the Apes-ish, kind of it's real. If you enjoyed Space Odyssey, you'll probably love this because it's very in that vein. So yeah, I really liked it. Pacific Rim. I really liked that one, but maybe I should get rid of that one because it was. I don't know that I'll ever reread it again. I don't know. Oh, I think I'm hitting a bit of a wall with this. Maybe I just kind of need to regroup. Oh, I was gonna pull Alita Battle Angel Alita box set down. We'll do that real quick. We'll get that. Let's see. All right, let's fall behind on chat. Definitely check it out. Yeah, Jeff Lemire is so good. I know. How is he such a machine with writing? The dude just pumps out book after book after book. Yeah. So yeah, in terms of story, Primordial is very hit or miss for people. Very. Art is great. But yeah, I don't blame people if they don't like it because it's very very strange and it is very hit or miss, and I don't blame people for not liking it or enjoying it. All right, we'll pull these down. Let's see. All right. So we have all the Battle Angels, the boxes upstairs. Ugh. Man, I'm getting rid of a bunch of manga. That sucks. I'm keeping Akira though. I don't care. Think anything you think is a maybe you don't need to. Yeah, that's the. I'm trying to get that. Disorder, Descender 1 and 2, and Descender. Books sell out quick. Yeah. And what's nice is you don't have to use my code, but if you use that ship it together code, OmniBuddy, ship it together, any of the other guys' codes through OPB, you can get 5% off, and they just all ship together. So that's a great way to go. So yeah, those books I would not sleep on. Descender 1 and 2 went out of print and were super hard to, at least one of those books was super hard to get for a while until they reprinted with Ascender. Yeah, The Eternal Backlog and books keep coming in recently. Bitter Roots, yep, Deluxe Edition, and Catwoman Lonely City. Man, Catwoman Lonely City was so good. Oh man, I loved Catwoman Lonely City. It's hard to call your collection because I'm assuming you've curated them before. Yeah, that's the other thing is like you keep curating and you curate and you curate, and after a while it gets really hard. Yeah, I don't like eBay either. they take such a huge cut of the profits, and well, whatever, they take a huge cut of the sales. And then you have shipping and all that stuff. It's just so frustrating, and then I don't know how to feel about who I'm selling to. So I try and mostly stick to the Facebook groups and Reddit. I feel a lot safer selling on Facebook and Reddit. So all these books will go on sale on like my Facebook group that's linked in all my stuff, and then a couple of the other Omnibuds and Omnibus Collectors group probably. That group doesn't seem to have much interaction right now, at least. So probably Omnibuds in my group, and maybe OPB's Facebook group, and then probably Reddit too. Not a fan of the Outer Box of Akira set, to be honest. No, I do like the box, but I just didn't have enough room. Like the books were just too squished to have them in the box, and the tabs that the doors hit at the top, like I couldn't get the box in there around it where it was sitting. So, and I have the Akira box set too, but the box is upstairs because it takes up a ton of room too. So, and you can't really get the books in and out when they're in a doorway. So I mean, I like the box, it's fine. It's just, it was not functional in my space. Same for the Akira box set. Really hoping Descender Volume 2 reprint had the white DCBS variant. When I saw your copy, I threw a few people off on that one when I was like the only ones I have. So I was super happy that I got the white variant when I did, because they look so nice. Just all three, all white right there, super nice. Even though the black one's super sleek too. And I accidentally purchased, to IST's credit, way back when it came out, Volume 2, I purchased the black one and not the variant by accident. And so I asked them to switch, and they did, but then they still sent me the black one too. So I opened my box and I had both copies of Volume 2. So I sold the black one for like super cheap to someone. But yeah. Let's see. You're anti-Facebook and Reddit. Yeah. I mean, some people, it's not for some people. It's worked out well for me, but I just don't like doing eBay or Mercari. I mean, I'll buy off of them, but selling on them, I just feel really unsafe, I guess. I don't know. There's not a lot of seller protection. I mean, when I do sell on there, I take a buttload of pictures of my boxing and shipping process. Sometimes I take video too, just so I can be like, no, if they're trying to get their money back, like, you didn't pack this or didn't do, yeah. So I am very, very careful when I do sell stuff on there. For the low hardcover, I just got the low hardcover, so I'm not selling those. They might have to be sold after I'm done reading them, because I probably won't have the room for them, but those aren't getting sold right now. I really enjoyed the here, I can tilt it down a little bit. That. So really, your Catwoman and Venice of Gotham Beach was I think it was a Kickstarter a while back. So this is the pile of books I need to get into my shelves. The pile of books I'm selling are over there. So there's two big piles there. So those will go up. So a couple of them might get read first. I think most of them I have read. Almost all of them. Might do photo bait of some of them. So like two of the Blade of the Mortals are Volume 3 and 4 are still sealed, but I'll probably take pictures of them for my Instagram and then sell them or something like that. So, but yeah, so Gollum of Venice Beach, I might sell that one, but I really enjoyed it. It was super cool. It's Volume 1. Volume 2 is on its way, so I'll probably keep it and I'll just put it up in my closet. And then when I do an overview, once Volume 2 comes out, I'll have Volume 1 to do an overview with it. And then, man, I have a buttload of magnetic press here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 magnetic press right here. I got to get on the shelves. Oh, 6. So, oh man, so much. Actually, one of these, what is it, Ghost in Unit? Oh, that can go because that's an extra copy I somehow ended up with. Let's see. Get that out of here. There's an easy one. Boom. So cell pile will go right here. We have Arsene Lupin, Amazing Spider-Man by Michelini and McFarlane. All New Wolverine, Plot Holes, Die, Lady Machinica, Curse Words Decorum, Blade of the Immortal 1 through 4, Battling Jolita, Ghost in You. We have a couple manga, Mouse Guard, Legends of the Mouse Guard, because I got the slipcase box set, so those will stay, or that'll stay. These will got replaced. This got replaced. Super Spies. We got some trade paperbacks in here, some Flashpoint, hardcovers, Superman, Infinity City, an extra Hellboy, Silent Sea, Alias Omnibus, Planetary, Paramount, Morton Cinder, Little Bird, We Stand on Guard, and Mirror's Verse art book. So those are. How did I like Die? I liked it. I'll never reread it again, so it's gonna go. I mean, it's basically Jumanji meets D&D. That's basically what it is. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't say that in my overview. Is Jumanji meets D&D, and then just be like, there it is. Here's the art, because that's what it is. I mean, it's fun. It's interesting. Little bit too much drama. If I'm looking for a negative, that would probably be the only real negative. Is probably could have had like maybe like 4, could have been like 3 or 4 issues trimmed off and had a little less drama. But I mean, that's very D&D, where like you go to one place and then all of a sudden you have to do a whole bunch of other stuff and it rabbit trails and it just keeps going and going. So I mean, that's how D&D works. So it makes sense. That's how the book was. Yeah, so it's a little bit long, a little bit kind of teen angsty stuff, but overall it was a really fun ride. It was really good. If you play D&D or like, dabble in D&D, know a little bit about it, you should be totally fine. Yeah, so yeah, let's see. Let's make sure my wife hasn't texted or something like that. Is like, she did. She's okay. Yeah, so those, yeah, let's see. The only one in there that I'm like, oh crap, I really need to, I kind of want to read before I sell it. I mean, Blade of the Immortal, sure, but I can always get those again later. Lady Machinica, and what was the other one now? I'm thinking of. I think it's just Lady Machinica is the only one I'm like, oh, I really want to read before I sell it. So everything else I've either read or come to terms with that I'm never gonna reread, or I'm just not gonna get to it in a decent amount of time. Yeah. Stand on Guard. It was okay. It was good. It was fine. It was good. It was a fun little book. I didn't actually buy it. I bought some books from someone and that showed up with it. So I think they just kind of tossed it in there with it, which was super cool. And it's a fun book. Here, let's pop it out real quick. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, Brian K. Vaughan and Matt Hollingsworth. I mean, come on, y'all. So, I mean, art's interesting. Who's on art? Steve Scorse. But, I mean, Hollingsworth on color. So good. But interesting book. Decently interesting story. Yeah. Yeah. It was good. It's not like a super expensive book, $25. And then the one that Little Bird down there, that one was also tossed in with some books I bought. I think both of them together, actually. And Little Bird was really good. I really enjoyed that one. I don't know why I never did an overview of it, probably because no one really talks about it or cares about it, which I mean is kind of the staple of my channel, is to talk about books that no one cares about. Generally, seems like. Yeah, I mean, Planetary, I read a little bit of it. I just never went back to it. For being honest, for some reason I just never went back to it. Yeah, so I know. I mean, people are always selling it and buying it, so it's one of those, like, I need the space and I could just go grab it at some point if I need it or really wanted it. Yeah, I really want to read. So I read Legends of the Guard Volume 1. I really want to read 2 and 3. 1 was just it's such a cool concept. If you guys don't know Mouse Guard, it's such a cool, like, knights of the realm, but they're mice kind of a thing, and like taking care of the land and taking care of the small cities and colonies of mice. Such a cool, like, concept and story. David Peterson's so good with that. And so he's got, like, the 3 main books, which is Fall of 1152, Winter of 1152, and The Black Axe. And so Black Axe was just friggin' awesome. Loved that book. And then Legends of the Guard is like these just kind of out of, not canon books, but they're in the universe. And it's basically how he set it up is they are sitting around at least in Volume 1. I think 2 and 3 work the same way. And they have like a storytelling contest to see who has to pay. Whoever wins doesn't have to pay their bar tab. So they have to tell, like, a slightly true story that the bar owner that she's never heard before. And so they all spin these stories. And so David Peterson sets it up with that. And then he lets all these other people, all these other creators write and draw. And they tell these, like, it's like 3 to 4 page, maybe a little bit longer, maybe a little bit less long stories, like, in the world, but they're like spinning these tales, and it's all just being told as bar stories. And it's such a cool concept. It's so cool. It's very fun. And they're short. They're like square books too. And they're just freaking gorgeous. The map on there. I mean, oh man, that's a perfect page to turn to. Like, look at that. Just gorgeous. So good. And then, so you get different art styles in these ones because it's not necessarily David Peterson telling or drawing it. He, like, draws the intro to them, like the first part, and then once the story starts going, then the other creator takes over. So cool. And then, you know, some of them get, like, really wonky and crazy and kind of cartoony, and then some of them are, like, ultra detailed. Just, yeah, this is like a story used from, you know, it's The Raven from Edgar Allan Poe, art and adaptation by Jason Alexander, colors by Travis. So, like, they do all these different, like, takes on it. It's so cool. So cool. So, yeah. All right. Well, let's see. I think I made really good headway. Not gonna lie. I mean, I wish I had gotten farther, but I think I'll plan on reading the next couple volumes of Berserk and then selling, like, 1 through 6, and then slowly working my way through the rest of them and selling them off as I read them, kind of a thing. And then that'll free up all that space, because Berserk's awesome, but I will never read that again because it's bananas and violent, and some of the stuff in there I don't necessarily like having to read. Not that I have to read it, but like watching, like, things happen with kids and rape and all. Like, I do not like any of that stuff, but it's really good storytelling and really interesting and great art, but also, yeah. So, yeah. And I'm never getting rid of Terry Moore stuff, Usagi stuff. We got all of BPRD and Hellboy stuff over there and that whole shelf. And now freeing up that space, that'll free up some space too for, if I can free up that whole shelf by getting rid of Berserk eventually, then I'll have a lot more space for BPRD and Hellboy, because tons of those seem to keep coming out. So, and then, I got that's all the library editions of Hellboy, Avatar, got Deadly Class over there. Got a whole bunch of DC, which I will probably, after I get through all of Flash and Batman by Morrison, I'll probably actually sell those off, get rid of those, and once I get through some of the Super Sun stuff, a couple of the ones I've been wanting to read, those will go away too. So trim down on my DC and Marvel, because I've just been kind of straying away from it a little bit, frankly. Can always get more. They always seem to be reprinting them, so don't need to necessarily keep them. Yeah. Oh, that's one I might ditch. Can you see it in the corner, He-Man? I might ditch He-Man. We'll see. We'll see what fits on the shelves after all this craziness that I just did, and how much more I need to get rid of. But yeah, so I think I'll do that pile. Most of that pile is a sell pile here this weekend. Maybe Sunday I'll probably post it, and then get what I can on these shelves, and then the rest will go back upstairs for now, and then get my exercise taken back upstairs. Yeah, Chris, slimming down some stuff. I got too many magnetic press books and too many Kickstarters coming in, and a ton of crap. So getting rid of a bunch of stuff down there. Got to get a bunch of these on the shelves. So yeah, but yeah, so we've been going for, an hour and a half now. Yeah, I will probably have more soon. Very true. Though I don't know that I have that many left that I don't own, to be honest. You still have more than me. So let's see. Okay. Well, I made a ton of headway in getting rid of doing a bunch of choices on what I'm going to get rid of and keep and all that. So I think that'll be good. Yeah, I need to read the He-Man, but it's a huge book, and come on. So that's the thing, is when I'm trying to do videos, it's I could take a month to read this enormous book and then do one video, and everyone's like, where's the videos? Or I could knock off a bunch of these little books that people aren't reading either, and most people don't talk about, and then I could do a bunch more videos, and then give light to all these other smaller books that people don't normally talk about, versus everyone's doing overviews of the new Fantastic Four or new Avengers books or whatever, and it's wow, take me a month to read them unless I was really plowing through and it took me a couple of weeks, and then I wouldn't be able to do many videos, and then it's the same video for everyone gets the same book video that everyone else is doing. So yeah, that's life, I guess. So anyways, I think I'm gonna call it, because it's been now over an hour and a half. Now a bunch of people are joining. What the crap? But I guess that's better than everyone dwindling at the end. So thanks for sticking with me. It's been awesome. I'm gonna start doing some more live streams more often, I think. So Friday nights seem to work pretty well for me. Maybe I'll go back to doing some Wednesdays here and there where it's more discussion with people. Maybe we'll do some live streams and have some peeps come on and talk from the community and things like that. Maybe if the channel gets bigger and I can do some interviews with some creators or something, that'd be cool. But maybe Friday nights I'll kind of just do some hangout and chill, late night chill stuff and play around. Maybe I'll have to do this Culling weekly at this point. So, yeah. All right. Oh, geez, it's 1 p.m. on Saturday in Malaysia. Oh, Farhan, that's right. You're in Malaysia, dude. Thanks for joining. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining and hanging out and giving me some input. And yeah, we'll see you all later. And hopefully, I'll have a new video out this weekend on Lone Wolf and Cub Gallery Edition. And yeah, Friday night book chill space. Yeah, I'm digging it. Have a couple drinks, chill, talk books, and maybe call collection or whatever. But yeah, all right, y'all. I will see you all later. Take care. Have a good weekend. If I don't talk with you, yeah. All right. Thanks. Take care. Bye.